The next handout is called Bears Attack and Maul, Bees Swarm and Sting. A long title, but very apropos to what anxiety has done to us. Please get this handout from your workbook and follow along with me as I read it out loud to you. Bears attack and maul, bees swarm and sting. Finally, you've gotten away from it all, and you're on that camping trip you've been planning for months. You found just the right place to set up camp. Dinner over the open fire was great, and as far as you can see, the sky is filled with beautiful, shimmering stars. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear a loud, rustling noise. You look up to glimpse a grizzly bear entering your campsite. You do a double take because a grizzly bear is the last thing you expect to see. But there it is. Now, any sane person would be afraid. The adrenaline would immediately start pumping throughout your body. Your thoughts would begin to race, and undoubtedly you would be sweating. But what is the safest thing to do? The adrenaline tells you to run, escape, get out of there, move as quickly as you can towards safety. But another voice inside you is more rational. It says, hold on, slow down, wait a minute. If I run, if I try to escape, if I move too quickly, I will be attracting the grizzly bear's attention. Since I don't want to aggravate the situation, I think it might be better if I stand perfectly still. If you listen to your first voice and turn and run away in fear, the bear will likely run after you, and he won't be in a friendly mood. Instead of running, escaping, avoiding, and fleeing out of fear, have you ever played dead? Do you see the analogy? When anxiety comes to attack us, drag us down, create panic, intensify our worst fears, speed up our racy and obsessional thinking, these feelings should serve as a red flag. If a bear enters your life, the worst possible thing you can do is run. The bear will catch you, claw you, maul you, and you will be the worse for it. If you stand your ground and don't run, the bear is likely to leave you alone. By the same token, if a swarm of bees is buzzing around your head, the worst possible thing you can do is to make the bees mad. If you panic, throw your arms into the air and flail them around, the bees will zero in on you, fly right onto your skin, and sting you mercilessly. So what do you do when anxiety tries to attack and hurt you? Play dead. Do not respond. Do not panic. Slow down. Take your time. Use your rational statements. Say to yourself, if I stay calm, then anxiety will not be able to sting me. You already know the more you fight, battle, struggle, and attack, the more the bee will sting and the more the bear will maul. You have control over the bear and the bee. Use the fighting paradox to take anxiety down another peg. Calm down, relax, cool it, get into the peace zone. Do not respond to negativity by reacting negatively. Anxiety likes it when you fight back because then it has you trapped. The bear and the bee will claw and sting if you fight them back. On the other hand, if you are calm and still, they will ignore you. You are not giving them any power to be able to harm you. So don't get stung by the anxiety bee or mauled by the anxiety bear. Take it easy, slow talk, stay calm. Then they will continue to have less and less power over you, and you will realize that you are the one who is in charge. If this handout reminds you of the fighting paradox, good, because that is essentially what it is, just stated in a different way. Our next handout reviews and reiterates another concept we need to master. This handout is called Feelings, Feelings, and More Feelings, and points out to us again that feelings cannot always be trusted. Notice that this handout is in a question and answer format. Please get your handout out and read it along with me. Feelings, Feelings, and More Feelings. Question: why do I have anxiety feelings about so many different things? Answer: they are there so that you can learn to stop thinking about them. Question: that isn't an answer. What do you mean? Answer: the anxious feelings are there so that you can stop asking, why are they there? Why do I have them? Will I always be like this? Won't they ever go away? Will I ever have a life? Question: I don't understand. Answer: the more you ask, why are they there, the more they will be there. Question: and the less I notice and ask about these feelings, the less they will be there? Answer: that's right. It's another paradox. Question: but isn't thinking about something good? Answer: yes, if you're thinking about a positive event or situation. But if it's thinking about what causes anxiety, thinking is a red flag. If you start to feel anxious, stop thinking and start doing something. Get your mind off the ant's lies. Question: won't thinking help me come to a conclusion? Answer: no. Thinking about anxiety will only make you more anxious. You will come to the conclusion that there is no conclusion, and you will still be stuck in the quicksand. Question: so what should I do? Answer: first, stop, slow down, take a deep breath, and realize that all you have to do is accept. Question: accept? Answer: yes, because if you accept, you are not fighting, battling, struggling, getting frustrated, trying, pushing, forcing, or attacking. Because you choose to accept, everything becomes easier. Question: don't fight, accept, and then what? Answer: let the anxiety go and move on with your life. Don't sit around and ruminate. Get on with your activities and your daily life. Question: the more I accept, the more the anxiety goes away? Answer: exactly. Calm, peaceful acceptance has great power. The more you can accept and move on with your life, the more this anxiety feeling is no big deal. If you don't pay attention to it, it doesn't have any power over you. So you see, we are being reminded here of that paradox again. The more we can accept, move on, act, find distractions, and turn the tables on the ants, the less anxiety will be able to bother us. In fact, the more your strategies and statements become automatic thinking and behavior, the less and less anxiety can rear its ugly head. You are in the process of calmly and surely defeating social anxiety for good. For our last cognitive handout of the week, we want to look at the tendency we have to worry. Many times we worry about upcoming events that we think will cause us anxiety. This, of course, is anticipatory anxiety. At other times, we worry about what we said, or what we didn't say, or how we acted, and we convince ourselves that we were foolish or dumb, or we wish we could have remembered to say something different. In my own life, I remember worrying about social situations that I had to take part in months and weeks in advance. When I was in my 20s, this anticipatory anxiety was so strong that I can only describe it as a gut-wrenching rawness in my stomach. If I had to appear in public or walk across a stage, my anticipatory anxiety hit the roof. I knew I would be judged by everyone who saw me. I knew I would somehow do something wrong to make people aware of my inferiority. I just knew that only horrible things would happen, and all the anxiety and fear that I was already feeling just added to my belief. After a social event was over, I always beat myself up. I told myself I looked foolish, I said the wrong thing, I acted dumb, I didn't seem natural, I looked scared, and I couldn't even smile. Who would want to be friends with a loser like me anyway?